Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 full game walkthrough and guide. You should now be past the last giant as well as the pursuer. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you've upgraded your weapon of choice as much as possible before we go to this next area. This next area is going to be called Heide's Tower of Flame, and it can be quite difficult if you don't have any weapons that actually do decent damage. In fact, I'm going to have a lot of problems there because I'm currently using this rapier and dagger, and I don't really want to level them up all the way because they're not going to be my in-game items. It's going to be a while before I find the item that I want to use for my dex build. So I'm just been leveling up my bow, and the bow is actually not that great for this area, which you'll see in just a second. So coming down here, I actually missed that lever on my first playthrough, and it took me forever to figure out how to get through that door. So yes, getting through that door, pull the lever. Now, most of the enemies in this upcoming zone can be skipped. You don't actually have to fight anything, but there is one of these large knights. I think they're called ancient knights or something like that. Before we fight them, though, run over to the right. Let's grab this little checkpoint here. Light the bonfire, and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and reset my Estus flasks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill one of these knights with the big mace. He's an enemy that will only spawn once. The reason you want to kill him is because he drops an item called the Sublime Bone Dust. And that will allow you to upgrade your Estus flask. Not give you an extra charge, but actually upgrade it so that it heals for an increased amount. As you can see, it took me a little bit to fight that guy. A lot of poking action required to actually kill him. So let's head up here. Now this guy has got a really weird attack pattern. I haven't really learned these guys yet, so I'm probably gonna have a lot of trouble. As you can see, I just got swacked 3 times. And let's, nope, okay. Did not dodge very well there. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Let's pull out the flame sword. My little pokey stabby sword isn't doing so well here. So I'm just gonna retrieve my corpses, and hopefully I can get that dodge down. And dodge is really hard. He's got that big wide swing. So the best thing to do against this guy is just to wait until his third attack, since apparently it hits behind him pretty much every time. I was trying to get an attack off on him after his second swing, but it never really worked out. But there you go. Take him down, grab your Sublime Bone Dust, and move on. Now, this next knight, I do not recommend fighting him. Well, you can fight him if you want to, but I don't recommend pulling the switch that comes up. If you kill him, a little switch will come up, a lever that will make the boss fight actually harder for you. It's supposed to make the boss fight easier, but, well, it actually depends. I guess if you fight the boss the cheesy way, then it's going to be harder. But if you want to fight the boss the standard way, where you actually dodge and juke him, then go ahead and pull the lever. It's just that that's not the way I choose to do it. It's up to you. Oh shit, that was a little close there. Alright, so I'm going to run up to the boss. I'm not going to show you how to beat it, of course. Click the link there if you want to have the strategy for the boss. But I'm going to go ahead and let you figure that out on your own. Now, after you grab the bonfire, talk to this lady here. This is really good if you are if you use miracles, then you might actually come here before you do the Forest of the Giants. But obviously, you're going to need quite a bit of souls to buy all of her miracles. Go ahead and pick up anything that you need and exhaust all of your talk dialogue. This way, she will actually move to Majula, and you'll be able to use her to access a different zone later on in the game. Now that I've completed the Dragonrider boss, I'm actually going to go back to that first bonfire there. And we're going to head up to an optional boss called the Old Dragonslayer. And the reason we're going to be doing this is because it leads us to a covenant. It also drops a ring that I really need for my build called I think it's the Old Leo ring or something like that. In any case, it makes it so that I can actually get larger critical strikes. And since I'm using stabbing weapons and daggers and pretty much things that crit, that's very useful for me. So I'm going to run past these guys. That's a little area right there. You basically have to fight 3 knights, and it's a little bit difficult. So I'm just going to skip it. This is actually really hard to skip, I'll be honest with you. In fact, you need a decent amount of damage for this next part. I think that most of you guys can skip this area, but I do also think it's a good idea to come here. And I'll show you why. There's a ring that you can get from a chest. Even if you don't do this optional boss, there's a ring right before the boss that will reduce the amount of life that you lose whenever you die. So you see my health is currently not at full. I think that it caps it at only losing 80% rather than down to 50. So let's go ahead and pull that lever before everything hits. No! Oh, God. Well, as you can see, all of the ancient knights, they will follow you. And since it takes a while to kill that guy, I wasn't able to pull the lever in time. Let's try it again. And no! Gosh. Okay, well, we're just going to have to come back. I'm going to jump off. Well, now that I've already got the lever up, all I have to do is come back and I'll pull the lever and it'll drop the drawbridge down. So I'll save you guys the time of watching me walk back. And here we go. So I'm going to run up, grab my corpses, or my souls, I should say. And no, you will not hit me, sir. Thank you. And boom. Damn, that is a big bridge. I love the weight of that. That's one thing I like about Dark Souls 2, man. The weight of the actions in this game are very tremendous, I should say. So there is your Ring of Binding. That's really nice to have. And let's go to do the boss. I'm not going to show you guys how. Click the link if you want to see the strategy on how to kill the Old Dragonslayer. I'm actually going to go human form first before I do this because I want to have as much health as possible. I don't have a lot of damage at the moment. But anyways, I beat the boss. First try, no problem. And afterwards, you get a couple of things. You get a really nice mask. And I believe in this chest, I don't remember. Ah, there you go. Cracked blue eye orb. And there's the guy that you can talk to. Now, this is a good guy to talk to if you are a faith user, because you can buy a few things. I think you can buy a lightning spell, if I remember. I went ahead and entered the covenant. Even if you don't plan on staying in the covenant, it's always good to enter the covenant for the first time. You can get a ring that gives you some bonuses and things like that. And, oh, yeah, there we go. We learned the gesture. Let's buy, of course, we already have the halberd, so I don't need to buy that. A couple of other things you can get here that are useful. Ah, yes. There we go. Heavenly Thunder and a Mid-Force. Those are both very powerful for faith users. So there is a bonfire that you can do just a little bit ways down after you're done talking to this bro. So we're going to go ahead and exhaust our talk dialogue for this one. Make sure that there's not anything I missed. Yeah, I don't think that there's any reason to really keep talking to him. He's not one of the NPCs that gives you anything special for continuing to talk to him. But down this way, if you are in the Covenant of the Blue, by the way, every time you help someone kill a boss and you get a token of respite, you can actually duel other people in the same covenant at that area there. But for now, let's go back to the bonfire after we killed the Dragonrider. We're going to head down the stairs into Heide's Tower of Flame. Now, this particular zone, there's not really a lot of extremely useful items. I'll just show you where they are for the sake of completion. But generally, I just skip this whole area because there's nothing super useful. So right here within this door, you can just run past that knight. There is a couple of items down here. Actually, I think no, this is the correct way to go, in fact. So let me go back upstairs and show you the item. I believe it is I believe it's a knight set, which would be great. In fact, it's a really good set of armor if you didn't get the little hidden Dragonrider armor that I showed you how to get earlier. Now, the other thing there was the old knight halberd. You may want that for some reason. Wait, we didn't pick up the knight set. No, the knight set is just a little bit further. Well, either way, the knight set is here. It's just in one of these areas. So there you go. If you want the old knight halberd, you can pick that up. I don't believe that I ever used that on any of my characters. So that part right there, you can probably just skip completely. Now we're going to go down, take the elevator. Nice and relaxing ride down into the depths of who knows where. I know where. But do you? I'm teasing. So, here we go. Wait for the gate to open, and we are... Come on now. We're ready to go. I don't know why they had to give me the safety gates. They always do some crazy stuff where they make you fall off and die. I'm surprised they actually made a safety gate in that one. And he has bad aim. So, this staircase right here will lead to the knight set. Again, it's a good set to have if you haven't already found the Dragonrider armor. In fact, you may actually want to have it because it probably has different sets of weight to it. So maybe the Dragonrider armor is too heavy for you, and therefore you decide to use a knight set. Maybe you just like the way the knight set looks. Whatever, I don't care. And oh yeah, that's nothing. You can't go that way. Gotta go back down. Anyways, that is the armor and the weapon that is in this zone. Okay, we're gonna have to jump past this guy, I think. Nope, never mind. He didn't attack. And moving on, we're going to head into this place here called the No Man's Wharf. And that is pretty much where this guide stops. So we finished up the Heide's Tower of Flame. Fairly quick little area to run through. Before you move on, go ahead and talk to this lady here. She has a whole quest line. As long as you summon her to help you like 3 times, I believe. You can also kill her if you want to get her helmet and armor set and all that good stuff. You can buy from the old hag in town if you kill her. So pretty cool little stuff. Other than that, though, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you subscribe for the next episode. I'll see you around next time. I'm Colby Cheese. Peace out.